Dropping awareness into the body so we notice how we feel today. You might explore your posture a little, just moving forward and back a touch, and try and find a place where it feels effortless, where your spine is rising up. Not going to feel completely effortless, that's probably optimistic, but less effortful is probably a better way to say it. Where feels a good spot for you. Where you can expand up through the spine and expand outwards with each breath. And you might focus on elongating your exhale a little, so the breath becomes really calming. And checking in as usual with whether we're breathing into the lower part of the lungs, breathing in underneath the lower ribs, and you can always use touch if that helps you to check in, to sense if that part of the body is moving. You can even feel into the back of the body, or sensing into the belly, noticing if that moves as you breathe. Let that belly relax. Take a deep breath in together, and then we'll breathe out with a bit of a sigh. So starting off with an inhale through the nose, breathing as deep as you can, then even sipping in a little more, then opening the mouth and sigh out. We'll take two more together, bring ourselves in unison, breathing in. Again, sipping in even a little more past where you normally would stop. Let your spine, crown of your head rise up, and then let it all go again. Last breath together. Make it your deepest yet if you can. Really expand out, stretch out with the breath, and then sink into the ground as you exhale. And we'll just slowly release our chin down to our chest and just take a few breaths there, noticing that stretch out the back of the neck. You can just be mindful to how our neck feels. Maybe it starts to stretch also a little in the shoulders. Maybe our posture changes and we have to shift a little to find again that place where we rise up. It doesn't feel too difficult. If we've been over computers a lot, it can feel difficult to get a straight spine. So if that feels challenging, no, that's okay. And just welcome whatever sensations are here today. Knowing it can all change. And we're slowly going to move our nose upwards in a straight line and take our gaze upwards. If you get any pain or it doesn't feel safe for your neck, just stopping wherever you are. But if it feels okay, you can take your gaze upwards. Breathing in deep to anywhere that feels tight. And see if as slowly as possible you can take your chin down to your chest, so your nose moving in that straight line again, gently releasing down. Maybe as you move, even feed it all the way down the arms, noticing how they feel. Again, breathing in into any places that feel tight. And then inhaling gently, taking the gaze up again, super slow towards the sky. And just notice if there's any impatience, if the mind is busy, be kind to yourself and just come back to your breath. And coming gently again back to neutral and just check in with how you feel. You might want to just, if you're like me, make some circular movements, make some gentle movements to just rebalance. And then releasing chin down towards the chest. We're going to take it towards our right shoulder and going down and low. So we get a stretch now down the side of the neck. And you might, if you want to extend that stretch, reach your fingers. They might touch down to the floor or they might reach up. You can kind of find where gives you the most stretch. Another option is, yeah, I think you're going to go, oh, we're going to go there, Laura, but put the hand up towards the head and not pulling it, but just a tiny bit of weight if that feels good. Another option, if it does feel quite uncomfortable, is just to give yourself like a little gentle bit of touch and release, stroking down that side. Maybe just mentally say something nice and loving to your body. Thank you to your neck, all the work it does holding our head, such a big weight, and we forget it so often. If you need to sigh out, sometimes that can help just release as well. Tension that's held there. And then releasing that hand, we can gently take our chin down low, back up to the center. And again, you might just want to make some movements, maybe a jaw move. And slow circles if that feels nice. And then when you feel ready to go to the left side, releasing chin down to chest again. You can check we're still sitting up nice and tall, even use the belly muscles a little to support us, and then take the neck to the left side. And again, if it feels right, the opposite hand can reach away, so right hand can reach away. Maybe there's a little bit of touch, either with the hand to the head or that stroking. And breathing. Just being as mindful as we can of what our body needs. Our neck is one of the more delicate areas of our spine, so we want to treat it with some care and love. Find that where we feel some sensation, but without forcing. When you feel you've had enough, when you feel you're balanced out both sides, nice and gently bringing neck back to center. And again, just noticing what you might need, if it's any loving touch, if it's a little bit of circular movement, the face, the shoulders. And then we'll take a little bit of seated cat-cow. So if you want to, you can cross your legs in the opposite direction if they're cross-legged, just to kind of rebalance. Nice. And then bringing our hands to our knees. We'll start with like our cat shape. So exhaling, arching the spine backwards, drawing the belly in towards us, chin coming a little down towards the chest. And then inhaling, taking sit bones back, bringing the heart forward, peeling back our shoulders, opening up a little through the throat. And we don't need to go to 100%. You can find, again, what's the right place for you as you exhale opposite way into our cat. And then inhale, coming forward, nice. You can move between these two at your own pace. Nice deep breaths. And if you want to add a little more about around the shoulders, you can just gently take the hands behind the head, and as we breathe in, peel back the elbows, lift up with the heart, and then as we exhale, elbows can come in a little to give that extra bit of stretch out around the upper shoulders, and you can choose how much you want to bring the head down towards the chest. As you breathe in, opening up, gently peeling back, nice and gentle with the fingers behind the head, no pushing or forcing, and then nice. And if you feel there's another variation you want to take or another movement, I trust that you know your body. If you want to take the arms out fully wide, you can come to that variation where we can move all the way in for a bit of an embrace, and then inhale, open back up to the world. If there's another way you want to move, please feel free to follow your body's intuition. As you open the arms, you can even just connect in with the group, feel that openness of opening our hearts to each other, to the world, and then also our kind of self-love shape. Nice. And then just sensing into what you need for a few breaths, whether that's gentle circles with the head for the neck or moving into the shoulders, giving your body whatever feels right for you. If you want to stretch up, feel free to make your movements as big as you want and stretch it over to each side. Nice. Maybe take circles. Fab.